If you're building full stack TypeScript apps and you're picking an AI agent framework, there's one you need to consider. It's called Mastra. They shipped 1.0 3 months ago, back in January, and their launch week, they had over 300,000 downloads. Fast forward to just this past week, and they have over 700,000 downloads. That's a lot of growth. If you take a look at their GitHub stars, they have over 23,000. Not bad, right? Hey, I'm Louie. I've been shipping software for over 30 years, and I still get excited about new tech even after all these years. The tech I'm talking about today is called Mastra, and here's 3 reasons why I think it's what you should start off with for TypeScript and AI. Now, you start building an AI agent, right? And it's working. You add some tools. That's pretty straightforward with the AI SDK. Then you add memory. Maybe that's just like a markdown file. That's not too bad. Then you add some context to ground your answers. So maybe something like RAG and semantic search. Okay, now it's getting a little bit tougher. And then you really want to make sure that your agent is behaving well. So then you look up how to do that, right? You can't just use tests because it's non-deterministic. And you find out you have to use evals. And unless your name is Kent Beck, then you're probably not too excited about writing something like that. Before you realize it, you're actually writing not just an AI application or an AI agent, but you're also writing the framework that goes along with it. And so that's what Mastra solves, is basically to kind of free you from all that framework stuff and concentrate on the problem that your customer wants you to solve. Instead of you having to build a framework along with your agent, they build the framework for you. It's TypeScript first. It's got every building block that you need to create good AI agents. They call them primitives. It's like all batteries included, you could say. With Mastra, you've got agents, you've got workflows if you need things to go, step by step or in a certain order. You've got memory, and they've got some of the best memory, right? So we talked about you could have a markdown file. They have that, but they also have memory that works with vector databases. And they have a new one that's even better than that called observational memory, which is like a 2-agent system. It's pretty awesome. They also provide MCP, of course. They provide observability, so you can actually see what's happening with your AI agents. They provide storage and vector. So again, going back to RAG, they basically provide that out of the box, and they have adapters for a variety of different vector databases. You get this whole stack of stuff, right? And that's a huge win for us TypeScript engineers. So Mastra moves really fast. They just dropped channels recently. So that's a new primitive that allows your AI agent to talk on a bunch of different communications channels like Slack, Discord, Telegram, whatever app you like to use. They also released just this past week the browser primitive. And so this allows your agent to fire up a web browser, do stuff on the web that you couldn't do before because it didn't have an API, right? But the web is kind of like the API for the agent here. The nice thing is that with the browser primitive, then your AI agent can do it natively and in TypeScript. Now, this pace of change from Mastra is great for us, but there's also some risks, right? First thing is it can be hard to keep up with all the changes, right? My advice is pin your package.json to whichever minor version you're developing with. That way you know which version is stable for you to build upon. Whenever you want the newest stuff, then you can always upgrade to it, but do it intentionally, right? On the plus side, because the Mastra team is shipping so fast, then whenever you realize you need a new primitive, right? Or maybe your stakeholder says, hey, how come our AI agent can't talk on WhatsApp? Well, then you can go and look and see, oh, okay, does Mastra have it? Okay, looks like they do. All right, we can ship that, right? Also check out all the resources that Mastra gives you. So they've got a free weekly workshop that I attend a lot. So that way you can kind of keep up with all the new primitives that are coming out. You can ask questions there too, which is great. Now, another thing that's really cool is that the Mastra co-founders, Sam, Shane, Abi, they all come from Gatsby. They know how to build frameworks. They know how to build community. They've done it before, right? They've got battle scars, kind of like me, right? They know what to do. They know what things probably what not to do. And then they've applied all those lessons from the Gatsby years to this age of AI with Mastra. Also, they've organized 2 TypeScript AI conferences in the past 6 months, both of which I've attended, fortunately. They were both in San Francisco. And actually, I just came back from it just about 2 weeks ago, and they gave out these great notebooks with their logo there on the spine, really nicely made. They know their swag too. These conferences weren't just like, hey, here's what's great about Mastra. They brought together the community, right? Folks from OpenAI, from Work OS, from BrowserBase, from a bunch of different places. And they got them all into one place and talking about TypeScript and AI. And I think that's awesome and unique. It's one of the things that inspired me to launch this channel. Another thing about the conferences is that I got to meet the co-founders in person, and they're really smart. They're very human, which is great in this like age of AI, right? They're nice enough to give me some interviews too. So stay tuned for those. So at the bottom of the map, we have TypeScript, right? That's our language. That's the thing that we know and love. And our coding agents are generating now, but it's still the thing that we think in, we review in, right? So above TypeScript, we've got the LLM providers. I'll cover those in the next few episodes. And then above that, we have the AI SDK by Vercel. One clear abstraction across all the providers, so you can write cleanly just the same code that runs across all of them. That's what my last episode was about. And then on top of that, we have Mastra, right? And then that's this AI agent framework. It actually uses Vercel AI SDK underneath. And so it's vendor neutral as well, but it's got all the primitives that we need, right? Things like tools, memory, RAG, workflows, and then new things like browser, channels, right? And that list keeps growing and growing. And then we're building upon that foundation. And then that enables us to like just really focus in on like whatever like we want to be building, whatever our customers want. We can, kind of build on the shoulders of giants, right? And so that's the map of the TypeScript AI universe so far. Hopefully this is a good mental model for you to understand kind of like what's happening in the market. So this map is going to keep expanding. And if you want to keep mapping it out with me, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next video. To get started with Mastra yourself, just run pnpm create Mastra. That'll run you through an onboarding flow that will help you through everything that you need, including installing agent skills, which you definitely want to include because Mastra is probably not in your training data yet because they move so fast, but installing those skills will give your coding agent all the context it needs to build great Mastra code. Now, I'll pin some extra info in the comments to help you get up and running. So keep building with TypeScript and AI and stay curious.